Okay, well, welcome back to the channel and Mondays when I post. So this week was challenge week and I didn't really know what that meant, but I figured I'd try to challenge myself. And so the way I decided to do that is I would kind of be the woman on the street interviewing random people with a purpose. I wanted to ask people what they learned from young people since I started this new vlog myself. And because last week was Tom Tom Fest in Charlottesville, I knew that there would be a lot of cool and interesting people that I could interview if I had the guts to go up to them and ask them if they wouldn't mind. I didn't get as many interviews as I would have liked, partly because I was just so busy and so much was going on. But I got three really good ones. I got to talk to Keaton, who is the organizer, one of the main organizers for the Youth Summit. And this is a student-led, student-driven event where students come and they learn from other young people as well as they get to pitch ideas that they've had. We had some hackathon participants pitching ideas, so that was really cool. I got to speak to Nora, who is the director and filmmaker for She Started It, which is a film that kind of takes you behind the scenes of female entrepreneurs and sort of what their experience is, and she was really fantastic to talk to. And I got to talk to Matt, and I know Matt from Computers for Kids, and he is a person who has so much faith and belief in kids' power to make a difference, and I just really admire him, and his, what he shares is really inspiring. So the video quality is not great because I had to kind of use whatever phone or borrow people's phones to kind of take the videos as I had time. And so anyway, hope you enjoy.
Absolutely. So I'm really excited over the past couple of years just to talk to students. The students have such good ideas.
Yeah.
I think one of the most exciting things is after talking with over 350 students, one of the common things they talk about is the real world. What is this real world and why is it different from school? And so when I dig deeper on that question and they talk a little bit about the real world, almost the first thing that comes up all the time is they want to learn taxes. So I'm inspired by the fact that students are taking initiative and want to learn about taxes.
Right.
Because that's
who wants to learn about taxes?
Exactly. And I still haven't learned my taxes. I'm about to graduate from the University of Virginia. So I would have loved to have that in my curriculum. And I think it speaks to the value of asking students upfront what they want to learn.
And so you are responsible and coordinating the Youth Summit. What was the highlight for you this year?
I think I have a lot of highlights, to be honest. I think one of the biggest ones was hearing the pitches on stage. So these are students who've been working on projects, as you know, for quite some time. And to give them that platform to share their idea in front of the community, where everyone's wrapped, they're listening, they're applauding, I think it's hugely validating, but it's also wildly powerful to hear how great their ideas are. So the judges were blown away. I talked to them afterwards. They were blown away by some of the ideas that came out of that.
So what would be your advice to students right now to share their voice?
Sure. I think one of the biggest things is start with something and just go for it. Specifically, I like to think about just trying new things and trying things out in a way that doesn't feel like it's stressful. I was actually just talking to someone about how in high school I built an Ironman suit out of some trash because I thought it'd be fun. And that was one of my favorite projects I did in my entire high school experience. And I wore it to school for Spirit Day and all that other stuff. So I encourage students to just go ahead and start tinkering, start working on stuff they might be interested in. And they'll find something.
Awesome, thank you.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
This is Nora, and she is a director and filmmaker of She Started It, which is happening over there right now, over there in our theater. But I've seen it, and it's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing it with us. But I'm also part of a collab channel, and we had challenge week, and so I decided my challenge would be to ask adults what they've learned from young people. So I asked Nora, what has she learned from a young person recently?
I love that. So I recently went to Endicott College in Massachusetts, and the kids there who were part of an accelerator program within the school, a student-run accelerator program, put together the whole She Started screening, but also a lot of other events for entrepreneurs within the school. And I was so impressed by these kids, I guess you could call them that, because they're in their early 20s, freshmen, juniors, and college. And they were extremely good at leadership and collaboration. So as a team working in that incubator, they really work together to provide opportunities for other aspiring entrepreneurs, to put together programs, and the team effort was really exceptional. There was no ego of like, let me, do this better than you, or really the way grown-ups sometimes do.
Right.
And that team effort and collaboration for an entrepreneurial venture, student-run, was super inspiring.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Matt, hi. You're at Computer for Kids, so you're around kids all the time. So you must learn something from them. Is there something you could share that you've learned from kids?
Yeah, I had an inspiration yesterday, as a matter of fact. One of the members of the program has all of these big ideas and plans for what he wants to do with his life as a software developer, web platform guy. We're here at the Tom Festival.
That's right.
And there's a youth summit portion that he got invited to, but then there was the full adult portion of it. And this guy, there's a billionaire, Dave McClure, who was visiting out of town, and he wanted to meet and pitch to a billionaire.
Nice.
Just like everybody does.
Right.
That guy managed to use the connections that he had and friends that he made to work his way into having not only this adult event, but got himself a free ticket to a $50 luncheon. But the one he wanted with the billionaire in it was filled up, and he managed to work his way from the luncheon by making a connect into the other luncheon, met the guy, and then later made an impression on him, then later cornered him outside. And I saw that I was with him when the guy came out in the back steps, and the guy watched him come out, and I go, there he is right there. And without a moment's hesitation, he goes, let's go.
That's awesome.
And after that, I walked away at the end of that, and I was thinking about how many people want to do something, and then all the steps that guy had to take by kind of like diving off that cliff all by himself in a room full of adults, most of which didn't look like him, and rely on his wits to get to the place that he wanted to do. Most people wouldn't have tried to do that. And at the end, I was having a conversation with him, and he was like, you gotta try.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You want to sign up for the...